Yo, I'm about to show everyone what's up. All right, just give me the ball, because it's time to win. Let's go, baby.
Well, it sounds like he is ready to go today. We'll see if that translates to the rest of the team. Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Indiana?
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. I mean, he can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course, that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And Steve, he's also the player they rally around at the defensive end. I mean, they cause some real havoc when he's out there running the show defensively.
Only one game away from San Antonio here. The Spurs will be back home for the next one. And an excellent win-loss record, just 2 games off the lead.
When I look at San Antonio, they've continued their breakout season. I mean, they've showed tremendous promise thus far, and I'm looking for big things from this team.
Yeah, Clark, as the postseason approaches, there's plenty of optimism, but as you know, the playoffs are a whole different animal. Let's see if they can continue that momentum.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against San Antonio.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
San Antonio with the ball. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
Yeah, that was very sloppy in that first matchup. It was a poorly played game. It turned into a blowout because they continued to turn the ball over and they didn't execute offensively.
On defense, San Antonio. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, given how they performed offensively that day, guys, they really had no chance.
Yeah, and the frustration just mounted. You could see it as they continued to come up empty. And by the end, they were really just happy to get out of there and have the game be over.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Gets it to go. And it's hard to forget what Steve mentioned. The turnovers really piled up last time.
Yep, you know, Steve's always on top of it, as are you. You can bet their coach was on top of it as well and didn't let them forget about that. It was an embarrassing statistic and an embarrassing loss.
Well, he's been working hard to get good looks, and it's paying off for him early.
For San Antonio, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Here's Green. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Hit his foot, and the officials saying it was kicked. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter.
Here we go, San Antonio!
Van Fleet defended by Jones. Releases. Off the left rim and out.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert it. He's got to take that every time.
Roberts passes to Wembanyama. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Van Fleet defended by Jones. Clock at 6. Van Fleet. Kept wide by Houston. He dishes it to Green. Whitmore defended by Roberts. Whitmore. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside, into the...
How about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Putting on a show for these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you got it, Clark.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Van Fleet, defended by Jones. It's rebounded by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 3. The pass to Roberts. Bessel. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, he knows they're facing a team that can really do some damage at the rim. They're hoping to salvage a win against them this season. And he said the key will be controlling the paint and preventing those close-range opportunities. We'll see if they can get it done.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
The Rockets shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
San Antonio leading. Here's Roberts. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. No good from Sohan. Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Outside, Green. Rejected by Roberts. And they get it back. That one looked like it was on the way down. Yet they called goaltending off the ball.
You got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
The Rockets making a switch here. Adams checked in. Wembanyama, the pass to Roberts. Good on the three-point shot. Roberts got 11.
You know, offensively, he's just one of those guys that needs a touch of space to get his shot up. That's all. And if he runs his man off a screen or somehow finds an opening, that's it. He's going to let that thing go.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
The three, rejected by Roberts. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Look at the Prophet, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
Well, all you have to do is point to his name at the top of the list. What a season it's been for him. He's been amazing.
Jones dishes to Roberts. It's Wembanyama. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Rockets trail by 4. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Adams outside. Houston moving it around. And here's Green outside. San Antonio with the rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Bessel. And he overshot that one, missing.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Outside, Green. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out west. The season nearly complete. You look at San Antonio. Right now, the Spurs trail by 8. On the court right now for the Spurs. Doubled by Adams. Here's Roberts. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Rockets leading by 5. Here's Thompson. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Thompson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
Here's Roberts. Brooks grabs the board. Brooks has got his 3rd rebound tonight.
Come on, back him up, man.
Eason is guarded by Johnson. Good team by Johnson.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
The offensive rebound. The shot's good from Mackubex.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
Houston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Right through the knee for the layup. 5 points in the game.
Well, they've settled into a pretty nice groove here offensively in the second quarter.
Yeah, I like the way they picked up the pace shooting the ball. I mean, the field goal percentage upwards of 50% now. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Eason is guarded by Johnson. It's Thompson off the drive. Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Roberts. And the Spurs with possession. They're on a 12-4 run. Comes up empty down low.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's take a moment now, Kevin, to see how the Spurs are doing in the NBA statisticals currently. First in field goal percentage. First in free throw percentage. And they're also ranked #1 in taking care of the ball. Not many turnovers. They value possessions like no other.
And the shooting is really what stands out to me. This is a team that does such a good job of finding open looks. They're unselfish. They work offensively to create good shots. And when they do that, they're on their game. They're tough to beat.
Van Vliet is guarded by Johnson. 6 to shoot. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And a quick look now at how San Antonio's schedule is shaping up. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one.
No doubt the Denver fans want to see the Nuggets take that game.
And the Rockets making a change here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Britt. Doris, over to you.
Hey guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Rockets got the job done. He finished with 42 points and was a major factor on defense, turning away several shot attempts. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game will be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
And that's a foul called on the Prophet. That's foul number 2 for him.
Boy, that's his second foul, and he does not want to pick up number 3 here. That'll mess your game up for sure.
And there's the feed to Smith. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And this is what the schedule looks like for Houston. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Roberts, guarded by Green. And he hits it to tie the game up. And that's now 20 points for the Prophet.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
And it's Green missing. San Antonio's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Out of bounds, Houston takes possession. Now let's take a moment to see the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 1, the Spurs.
Yeah, plain and simple, they do not take bad shots. They really share the ball. They get great player and ball movement, and that's why they shoot the percentage that they do.
There's the dish to Smith. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
Well, you just can't give them that kind of position in the post.
I'll tell you what, when he gets it in that tight, he's going to bury those.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
1:35 left here in the second. And Roberts kicks to Champagny. Roberts. Spurs passing it around. The shot's good from Mbanyama.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Rockets trail by 3. Feeds to Green. Van Fleet for the 3. Gets it to go.
Seems to me that anytime the game is on the line, he's perfectly willing to be the hero, or the GOAT for that matter. And that's what it takes to be clutch in big situations. You can't be afraid to fail.
You know, he's got something more than that, Steve. I don't know of a player who can make defenders look as silly and foolish as he does with his passing. Going behind his back, dropping no-look downs, threading it through guys' legs. I mean, all of that stuff is in his book bag of tricks.
.40 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The drive by Green, and it's good. Fought through contact, it's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Spurs trail by 3. Here's Roberts. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Roberts got 11 here in this quarter alone.
You know, they're being very one-dimensional right now, going to the post every time. But if it works, you don't need another dimension.
Well, they're taking this deep. Up high and down hard. That's right. That's how you use it, brother. The solo alley-oop. That's not something we see too often.
Timed it perfectly. You're right. It caught the defense totally off guard.
I remember Tracy McGrady doing that. First guy I ever saw pull that off.
Smith outside. It could go.
What a humongous shot to...
Now, presented by Sprint.
Thanks for being with us here on 2K Sports every day.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Complete domination. What a game for the Prophet. 22 points and 2 rejections. He's a one-man wrecking crew out there.
No, they have no answer for him at this point.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. For Houston, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. It's up a 3, and that one's good. Roberts got 25 points in the game.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Van Fleet trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Spurs shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. I mean, you look at the numbers, impressive.
And the word is they challenge each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
Green with the ball. Jones covering. From 7. It's rebounded by Wembanyama. Spurs trail by 3. Kicks it to Roberts from downtown. Cannot hit.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Van Fleet. And good as it rattles through the hoop. 8 points for him.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Here's Roberts, guarded by Green. Screen by Smith. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Roberts got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
In the second half of the season, you get an idea of the Rockets and where they stand statistically. Third in three-point shooting, third in fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up as a top 5 team in steals. Young, aggressive, and athletic, getting into the passing lane.
Well, and you talked about the free throw shooting. That's what jumps out at me, Clark. And when you shoot well from the foul line, it allows you to close games so much easier because those are easy points, and you get your defense set up at the other end because the clock is stopped.
Van Vliet off target from three-point range.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Roberts passes to Wembanyama. He feeds it to Roberts. For the tie. And so it's San Antonio with it. Trailing by 2. The shot's good from Wembanyama.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Pass to Green. Stolen away. Dishes it to Roberts. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. Roberts got 7 points for the quarter.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Houston moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Van Vliet. To halt the run. The Rockets again can't hit.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
Doubled by Smith. Roberts passes to Wembanyama. Passes to Green. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys, so that's a free basket right there.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
I'll tell you what I love about him, his ability to finish even while absorbing contact. He is so strong, even with defenders hanging all over him. He continues to finish at the basket.
And something else that comes to mind with him is how many guys he's given the postal treatment to. I mean, flying high to power one down while the defender stands there looking for mercy.
Snatched away.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, defensively, they've played with a high energy level, guys, and all the steals we've seen, really a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Goudlock's checked in for Johnson. And it's the Rockets with the ball. 4-point game. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Well, you know the fans out in Brooklyn desperately hoping for their team to win that one.
And Green gets it to go.
Gotta love the finger roll up and over the defense.
Here's Roberts, guarded by Green. That's good. And that's 36 points for the Prophet.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
Pass to Green. Double clutches. It's rebounded by Roberts. Roberts got his 6th rebound on the night. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense there from Adams. Rockets trail by 4. Back to Brooks. Up top, Adams. Green left side. Van Vliet. Shot clock at 6. There's the 3. No good.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Here's Roberts. Brooks covering. Roberts dishes to Collins. The shot no good. Houston's. Green gets to Adams. Van Vliet. Back to Adams. On the wing, Brooks. Brooks right side. It's rebounded by Roberts. Roberts got 7 rebounds in the game. Foul call. Looked like that he didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. And how about a look now at the first-year block leaders in the NBA? Here are the top rookie intimidators. Look at the Prophet. Fierce inside defender. Tops in the NBA in blocks.
Well, he has clearly established himself as the premier interior defender among this year's rookie class.
Yeah, he's a ball of energy out there. Static electricity is this guy. I mean, he's got the athleticism to match that too, so it's really good to see such a hungry, young, athletic defender.
He kicks it to Brooks. Backing down. Outside, Green. Van Vliet. The Rockets again can't hit.
Well, it looks like it's in his head right now. He looks tight. He's not producing, and his team's struggling as well.
Here's Roberts, and he dunks it down.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Well, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And here is Green. 14 points for him. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Back go.
50 seconds left to play in the third. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Smith. They kick it out to Green. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He could have forced a tough inside shot, but made a terrific kick out to find the open jumper instead.
Now the pass to Roberts. Banked in off the glass. Roberts got 42 in the game.
They are owning the lane right now. Every one of their last 10 points has come either at or near the rim.
Great looks in tight because they're finding lanes to the hoop whenever they want them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The feed to Green. Wide open. Can't get it to go. Here's Roberts. Pass to Wembanyama. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He's got 15.
Well, every once in a while, they show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
On Tap Friday.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. San Antonio leading by 10. On the court right now for the Spurs. And Roberts kicks to Jones. That's Sal. That 3 off the mark. The dish now to Roberts. Doubled by Smith. Roberts passes to Jones. Feeds to Roberts. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. And for Houston, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Van Vliet. No luck. So the Spurs will take it the other way.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
He had no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
But that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
Rockets trail by 10. Houston moving it around. Here's the 3. 6 to shoot. Rebound San Antonio.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
Green with the block, and he recovers it. Jones dishes to Roberts. Doubled by Smith, and Roberts kicks to Jones. That's Sal. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Whitmore drops it in from 14 feet away.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich was just going over the plan with his team. He told the players, let's put our foot on them and keep them down. We've got them exactly where we want them. I want to see you guys slow the pace, use the clock, and stay away from any silly fouls.
No one covering. And the Spurs lead by 11.
It's been the story of the game for him. Fortunately, his teammates have bailed him out.
There's the steal. A finish.
Hammer time! Hammer time! And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right. Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Gets the bucket.
He's been much more effective in the second half than he was in the first.
Vassell uses both hands to slam it down. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
The second half hasn't exactly gone according to plan for him. He only had one turnover in the first half, but that number is growing much bigger now in the second.
Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
The drive by Green, and it's blocked by Roberts. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
1 second.
Get open! Right there!
6 on the shot clock. Looking to end his cold spell. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
2 shots.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Fans don't like that call one bit.
Well, the officials got an earful as a result.
Back to Green. Green gets a screen from Smith. Van Vliet. Şengün defended by Wembanyama. But they'll get another chance. Şengün. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Now, sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
Here's Roberts. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roberts got 48.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
I agree, Clark, but it doesn't look like they have the will to do that at this moment. Yeah, that's his first 3 and a half. There may be more in store.
Spurs leading by 12. Oh! Look out! Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure.
Smith with the defensive effort.
Still a close game here, though. That's surprising considering they're rarely grabbing any rebounds.
Roberts passes to Sohan. There's the pick. Goes back up and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That is surprising, Clark. It's difficult to be in a game when you can't rebound.
But, Kevin, they're still in it. They still are in it. I can't believe that they've had so much trouble with the boards. We'll see if they can hang in there a little longer.
Yeah, I can't believe it either.
Look at the free throw percentage. Unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Here's Green. called the Rockets. The Prophet really making a difference here.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
And the Rockets with possession here. They trail by 16. Green inside the three-point line. That doesn't go either for Green.
He's got to contribute. He's got to produce if his team's going to get back in it in this quarter.
Here's Roberts. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
We knew what was going to happen with that one when he got his hands on it.
Yeah, you know, if the ball comes to him off the offensive boards, Clark, it's going to go back down hard.
It's amazing how many points he salvages for his team.
Green rejected by Roberts.
Nothing's going right for him right now. He's kind of lost it here in the quarter.
Come on, back it out, man.
He passes to Sohan. They set the pick. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And that bucket adds to what's been a big differential in points in the paint between these two teams.
Defensively, the intensity just hasn't been there. They've got to pick up the pace.
Shot to stop the run, and he sinks the layup.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Elbow shot is on the way. Shot by Roberts, no good.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
Van Vliet. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
This quarter has brought out the best in them, fellas. Even though they're still trailing, he's been impossible to contain.
Kicks to Roberts. Pass to Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. A nice shot by Roberts. Roberts got 52 points.
Now he's playing with an edge here, playing extremely well offensively here in the second half.
Back door.
Şengün defended by Wembanyama. Green kicks to Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. It's rebounded by Sohan. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 54 points for the Prophet.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
Get out of here, San Antonio.
Van Vliet defended by Jones. Rebounded by Roberts. The Spurs shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
That free throw good from Roberts. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Both free throws good from Roberts. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
Holiday off a pick from Richards. Holiday dishes to Thompson. Here's Roberts, and he jams it with authority.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sounds.
Houston's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Eason defended by Mano Kalishvili. Out to Thompson. Can they get it? Missed. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dream-like games for a coach.
Thank you for joining us for this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark, Stephen Doris, and the rest of the crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Last but not least, here is your Jordan Player of the Game, the Prophet.
You ended up with 11 rebounds. Obviously, you were a key part of the effort on the glass with that contribution. Any comments on that?
Yeah, we know if we want to control a game, it starts on the boards. I pulled down a good amount, but all 5 of us were boxing out and doing what we needed to do. We know we're a tough team to play when we make teams go one shot and out each time they come down the court. So mission accomplished, baby.